You don't see that too often. At least I don't.
I am overburdened.
That needs a buff too. It's kind of crap, unfortunately. Hey, Francisco, what's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? Toss that in some low levels game just for funsies. Dual leech. Faster cast rate. That's an interesting one. Level 95 requirement. Holy crap. Was leveling my characters last whole day due to issues with Horde. Yeah. It happens. Horde got me temp banned, so I'm waiting on that too. Like I said, it's not perfect. Two teleport. Too bad the rest of it's just not good. Clears up a little bit of space. Shield's not actually that bad. I think I found that yesterday. Forgot about it. Oh, at least you got to level 75 or so. That's pretty good. I mean, you know, that's hell at least. So you're doing pretty good, honestly. That's definitely worth using Horde for, especially with 8 characters getting there all at once. So I'd say it's worth it. Even if it is giving you issues, at least you got there. You always got to weigh it against the time it would have taken solo play or you leveling them by yourself would have taken, so probably longer. Yeah, that's typical. And that's actually pretty normal. Even if you play by yourself, if you're not using like JSP or buying your items directly, you would run into the same issues. But like I said, at some point it's better to just change over to just regular Cobot and have them run individually if you have to. Have them run like Mephisto or something where they can stay alive and kill the bosses easily so that you can get better gear. Might want to consider doing that if you're able, especially Sorceress, because she can do the moat trick with Mephisto at virtually any level, so long as she doesn't get killed on her way there. Because the moat trick means you won't even get hit, basically, unless one of the council members gets you or something. Usually the Cobot's pretty good about not getting that to happen, so... Again, not perfect, but most of the time it's pretty good. Dual rune. It's not great, but some better runes than that. Oh, what happened? Okay, I guess Diablo just crashed. That's cool. Thanks, Blizzard. Appreciate it, bruh. Fix your game, bruh. Love it. Haven't even been playing like 10 minutes, already crashed. Easy clap. Let's try that again. Diablo 2 Resurrected does not crash very often either, so I'm not really sure. Could be something to do with the streaming, maybe. Hopefully. It doesn't happen again. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you want to find better items, just set up Cobot to do, like, Mephisto runs. Unfortunately, it's going to be really slow because you're going to get realm downed if you do them too quickly. So you're going to have to do, like, 10-minute games. But at least with that, you're going to find something eventually, especially if it's Hell Mephisto. You can drop Chacos, you can drop spiders, lots of good stuff, honestly. Even as I'm trying to think of here, a Scolders is really good. You know, that's plus the skills, lots of magic find. Like, early on, Scolders it's pretty good. Skin of the Viper Magi is a big one, especially if you're getting destroyed by resistances, and um, you will be in hell, obviously. Yes. What do you mean, how long have I been on? Like, streaming? Like 10 minutes almost. That's it. I just started streaming today. Wasn't streaming the last few days because I had a lot of stuff to do, so I'm trying to stream more, but seems like something always comes up. You could do Nightmare too. Especially if they can actually handle Nightmare, you could do them all together. You could just do like Bale runs, Diablo runs, maybe have one of them do Mephisto also. That's worth it, because you can still find a lot of good stuff. Over time, that'll probably still pay off pretty well, but it just depends on like what you think will be faster. Hell generally has the best drops, bar none. So it's a little bit harder for me to recommend Nightmare because you just can't find certain things. If you're gonna do Nightmare, do Indariel because she can drop Sojas. Same thing with Hell. Indariel's actually pretty easy to kill in Hell, believe it or not. Especially if you have a Fireball Sorceress or any kind of fire character. Andariel takes extra damage from fire. I don't know if you know that. So if you use fire on Andariel, she'll go down really, really fast. So if you just have like a fire character, they will melt Andariel. The issue with that, of course, is that everything around her is almost guaranteed to be immune to fire. So you just got to kind of get in there and nuke her as quickly as possible. Most of the time it works fine. The mobs near her are not like super hard to kill or hard hitting necessarily, unless they have like fanaticism or something. But yeah, use fire attacks on Andariel and you'll melt her really fast. It's why, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but when you get Andariel's helmet, if you notice when you get it, it has a negative to fire resistance. It's because she has a negative to fire resistance. So that's why the Andariel's helmet, when you find it, has that. Pretty neat little thing they put in the game. The devs of this game really liked the game, and they paid attention to a lot of the things they did, like, very closely. So, just a neat little thing that they did. Unique amulet. Oh, and an Umrune. What a run. An Umrune and a unique amulet. Beautiful. That is what's up. Let's see what we got. 30 Maras right here, watch. Bam. Overconfident, overconfident. But at least we got the Umrune. Might do some pit runs too, we'll see. If it starts to get dry with Trav, I might switch over to doing some pit. I never have luck in pit. And a lot of people always tell me they never have luck in Trav, so I don't know. I believe on my Switch weapons I have 600 MF. Yep. So we have a ton of magic find. So we're not finding stuff, we're just getting unlucky basically. 600 magic find is a lot. Most characters don't run that much, so. It's funny that you say good graphics detail, because I'm pretty sure I'm running everything on low right now. For streaming. I normally run it at ultra, but when I'm streaming it's too much of a hit. So, and I like to keep my frames above about 120 or higher. I don't know where we're sitting at right now. I'll turn that on for just a minute. We'll check it out. So it's running at like 159 sitting here. We'll see what it goes down to when I go out there. But yeah, I prefer frames over picture clarity, unfortunately. I wish I could say it the other way around, but I just really dislike low frames. I'm used to it with the old Diablo 2, because that's how it always looked. But if I could get it higher, I definitely would take it. You're not here, buddy. Jmod, let's go. If I identify Jmod, I'd freak out. It's not gonna happen. I've actually never found one. I've heard they're like one of the rarest items in the game. No surprise there. Actually, speaking of Andariels, that's actually a pretty good gem for that, or a jewel for that. Sure, you'd still be -3 fire, but I mean, -3 fire in general is probably not going to matter too much for your mercenary. Like, let's see. Oh, I'm using temper here because I don't want to get, I don't want the mercenary to die from fire. But I doubt like a -3 would really matter. Yeah, it wouldn't. Because he's got a 252 bonus, so it wouldn't even make any difference. But actually, I may keep this jewel instead of using it for crafting. Because it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't look bad, Francisco. This game actually looks really good, even on low. And I have DLSS turned on, so that helps a lot too. So helps make it look better, even though you're running, lower settings. So they did a pretty good job with this game. I know some people don't really like it as much, but I think it's a good game. I think it's a good remaster. Especially for the low price of $13 if it's on sale. I mean, you can't really beat that. It's fantastic. I think I have like 3 or 4 copies now. Every time it goes on sale, I try to nab a copy if I can. Just in case bots ever become a thing. Then I'll have a few extra CD keys or copies, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Lumroon, it's not horrible. Rare jewel. Wish I had that stash. Yeah, that was one of the big upgrades on D2R was the stash for sure. The shared stash is big. You can bot D2R, but they want you to pay for it every week. And I refuse to do that. I'm not going to pay for bots. I'm not going to pay to get banned. In addition to getting banned and losing money on the copy of Diablo 2. I'm not going to do that. Some people do. Some people don't mind. I personally think it's kind of scumbaggy. And I hate that everything is a subscription service now. I hate subscription services. I've literally canceled every single subscription service I can because I just don't want to have them anymore. $10 here, $5 there. By the end of the month, you're paying like hundreds of dollars in subscription services. No, thank you. Don't get me wrong, like, there's probably some subscriptions that I wouldn't mind having, but I just don't really want anything anymore. Like, nothing really seems really worth it. The only thing I pay monthly right now in terms of subscriptions is my $2 a month proxy for botting. That's it. And sometimes I'll have like 2 or 3 of those depending on what I'm doing, but you're talking like $6. Maybe that. Oh, we're getting uniques, but we're not getting good. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look at that. Bam. Those had better be Eth. Combat skill for the barbarian. It's not really worth anything. Dang it. Hopefully we get a good roll then. And we did not get it. That is a terrible roll. Wow. You know, I haven't watched like actual TV and I don't even know how long. It must have been like at least 15 years now. And we can't get like antenna channels here because I live in the mountains, and the nearest antenna is like 30, 40, 50 miles away. So unless you pay for like a powered antenna, generally you're not going to be getting any signal. So I just don't bother. I have tons of 4K Blu-rays and DVDs and series that I've bought, so I'm good. If I need some entertainment, I can definitely get some. And most of the new TV shows I could care less about. So. I think I watched Landman and I liked that. I think I just saw it like on one of these illegal streaming sites because I wanted to see if it was any good. That's pretty much the only new thing I've watched in literally years. And the only reason I watched that is a friend of mine told me about it. Rare circlet. Hopefully that could be something sweet.
I can't care anymore.
Fire Stick and Chromecast. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people have been doing that, and I don't blame them. You know, whatever's cheaper, basically. Yeah, my dad likes Yellowstone. I haven't really seen too much of it, but it looks okay. I think when they lost Kevin Costner, that was kind of like the end of it, basically. You can't really make that show without him, I don't think. Flanged, mace, a truncheon, and a battle cestus. All crap, but lots of uniques. Pretty nice. 1923, yeah. It seemed like some little, like, I don't remember what it was. It was some Yellowstone, like, movie or something, maybe. I'm not sure. But it was, like, further back in time. It looked interesting. Had, like, the Comanches and the Lakotas. And, it looked interesting. That's the way to do it, man. You just get like a large collection of movies and stuff, and after a while, you have so much you don't really need cable or something else, it doesn't really matter. And it's free. Well, it's not free, you obviously have to pay for it, but you're not paying for it every month and then you still don't own it. That's my biggest beef with streaming is like you don't own anything. So you're basically just paying for you're just having another rental charge. And I'm not really too fond of that. They basically don't want anybody to own anything, and they want you to pay for everything indefinitely, and I'm not for that. So I think later generations are really going to be unhappy with that. They're going to find out how much they can really charge for it. People will still pay for it. People will pay for convenience. They generally do, so. I used to as well. I had Netflix and Prime and Disney, Hulu, all that stuff. And I was like, why am I paying for this? I don't even watch like 99% of this. It's like I bought it to get one show, and then I basically watched that show, and after it was done, I kind of just got lazy and didn't cancel it, and I should have. I was like, well, if I haven't missed it up to this point, I'm probably not gonna. So I'm just gonna cancel it. And then if I ever need it again for whatever reason, just turn it back on. So nice. Yeah, I have like a bunch of. In fact, I just was looking at one earlier. I have a bunch of like external hard drives, and I found an 8 terabyte at the thrift store. Ironically, it was empty and it works still. So I was like, heck yeah. And then I have a 10 terabyte in my gaming PC here as well. That's not an external though. It's just a like a Seagate 10 terabyte. So I mostly use that for games and all my video files and stuff as backup. But there's some movies on there. What I usually do is I usually rip my 4Ks, my Blu-rays to my hard drives, even though it takes a lot of space. Yeah, my dad too. I haven't hooked it. We just moved here. I haven't hooked it up to the network yet, but I will eventually do that. He's not really very computer savvy, so it's a little harder for me to show him how it works, but I'll do it anyway because it's free. Nice. I mean, 60 bucks for 4 terabytes is really not bad at all, considering how many movies you could actually fit on there, especially if they're compressed movies and not rips. Unfortunately, rips take up like a massive amount of space, but you get a higher quality, so there's always a trade-off, basically. There's some good terror zones, but I don't need the levels, so I haven't really been messing around with it. We might try one, because I can hork behind them, but somebody probably already will be. A lot of times in pubs, you get a lot of people that are horking behind them. But let's go take a look anyway, just for funsies. Let's see. How's TZ Bale? Except for it's not Bale anymore, so. Didn't catch it quite fast enough. That's going to be a bot game too. Like all these ones that are labeled like this are bot games. Well, this is online. You can tell by the lobby. You know, if it wasn't online, it would look like this. Even though it says online, it's because it's an online character. So technically it's online still, but you in D2R you can actually play by yourself where nobody can join you and you just pick the difficulty, which the original doesn't have. Then of course you have your offline characters if you still want to play those. But this is still online. But you can join like regular lobby games. So they already skipped to the next one. I may wait for this and just spam it. See if I can get in. D2R is better designed, but it's also, a lot newer, obviously. So you get a lot of benefits that you don't have in the original, such as like the lobby being better, and you can just, join games differently. In my opinion, better. Oh, we got in. These games are going quick too, so I very much doubt I'll be able to do much horking. Oh yeah, especially since they're starting at the star. Starting at the star really limits your options in terms of being able to hork, and they're not even killing all the monsters, so I don't really think this will be worth it, honestly. It's good XP, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm level 95 anyway, so I don't know how much I care about leveling up more than that, just because it doesn't really affect anything. I don't need any stats or anything, so. Whoa, 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 whoa! I have to get killed here. Cause that guy's nasty. I'm not gonna bother. So they're not even like finishing the games out. They're killing the bosses and then they're just leaving. They're not even killing the bosses either because they just skipped one. So. Okay. I'm done with this. I'm not gonna bother. It's just because they don't care. They're basically just trying to get as much XP. It is actually better XP wise to just kill the bosses. I believe you get a 200% bonus from killing the bosses. So killing the regular mobs doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just that when you do that, it's a lot riskier, because you can die a lot easier. Um, I'm fine with it the way they have it. I don't really care. I mean, technically, like, once you beat the game the first time, it's all about maximizing your experience as quickly as possible, so I don't really mind that they have it set up that way. It's like a personal choice thing, and that's fine. It's not really very much fun when, like, pubs are doing it, but it's not a big deal. Also, D2R doesn't have realm downs for joining too many games per hour, like the old Diablo 2 does. You can make as many games and join as many games as you want per hour, which is really nice. That's a huge upgrade because it's one of the biggest problems in regular Diablo 2, which they never cared to go back on because I guess it's already there, so they don't feel like they need to change it. They should, because why leave it? Got bots in Diablo 2 resurrected too, so I don't see what difference it makes at this point. we get? Tall Rajas. Angelix is useful to somebody, I'm sure. Just throw it in a normal game for somebody. Okay, bud. See ya. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi and chatting with me as usual. We'll see ya. You a good one. That's trash. Replacements for that. Some pit runs here. White 5 NATO antlers. Let's go. That's what that needs to be. I've never found one. And both F. Interesting. Bummer. Let's go do a pit. Keep it off now, right? Yep. Stop. Just run it. We're already here anyway. Some bramble mitts. Nothing. Bone Visage. I've never seen a... Have I seen... No, I did have a giant skull drop, I think, once in D2R. I've had it lots of times in regular Diablo 2, but not so much in D2R. It is fairly rare. Not good enough. Hit first this time. Stamp Fist. Yoink. Kind of boned on that Hork there. That was unfortunate. Unfortunate roll there. Man, it's a bummer. Happened twice already. Three times, wow. That's extremely unlucky. Trash. I've run. Where'd Jewel? 40-15. It's a raw rune. We'll just sell it, I guess. 12 fire absorb, indestructible. Pretty crap. Pretty crap. No, I never find anything in Pit, it seems like. I see other people do really well here, but I never really find anything. Always like rares and magics. I almost never get uniques in here. And that's what 600% magic find too. Feel free to prove me wrong at any time, game. Feel free to prove me wrong.
locked.
That was unique. Finally. It's like the first unique I've found in Pit in like weeks. Generally speaking, I don't see any. See any.
Not in town. Greetings.
Plus trap runs are so much faster. Faster, actually. Crap, crap. All junk. Grand charm. Let's see if we got anything good. Okay. It's a skiller, but it's not a good skiller, unfortunately. I'll probably just give that away to somebody. It's pretty dang useless, unfortunately. What we got? haven't seen any rainbow faucets or facets in a long time. That's the second like random AR jewel we found. It's pretty similar to the one before that. And they're all junk, unfortunately. All we got out of that was some gold. So limb rune. Take that. It's not really a high rune, but it's above average. The worst thing you can find, that's for sure. So found an and a limb. Probably don't even need another limb, honestly. Another one. Interesting. I almost never see those, and then today we find basically two in a row almost. Not in a row, but very quickly, back to back. Too bad it's worthless. There. Think. No. Just gold again. Conviction. We gotta get rid of him quick. Tankreds. And trash. Where's my 4015? Sometimes I'll check like the rare weapons if they're Ath or not. You can get like a crazy roll on them sometimes. Unfortunately, this one's not. Get like Fool's Mod with tons of damage and self-repair is sometimes valuable. But alas, it was not. Physical man? Yeah. Normally it doesn't take that many times to kill one of these guys, so... Ultra Shard could have dropped as Astutas, but it did not. Ugh, what we got? Frosties. Will be useful to somebody, even if I just give it away. Mortal King weapon, not really good, honestly. I don't think anybody wants that. I don't even think if I gave that away, somebody would use it. Low ed, but free is free. Ring, I'll take that. Ooh, Faceblade. At least that's interesting, you know? Well, something, something. Come on, Azure. No lightsaber, no lightsaber, no lightsaber. And of course, it's a lightsaber. Still a cool looking sword. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't really get used. I didn't even realize it had lightning absorb. It's so long since I even looked at it. Oh, you gotta give me something better than an F ring. What is this? This is garbage. F and F. Definitely not what I wanted to see there. Unfortunate. 2 runes drop. Neither one is even a mid rune. They're terrible. The garbage room. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. That's much better. Even though even goal isn't like fantastic, you could have found a Vex there, but still take that over Eth and Neff. At least we're halfway to a Vex. Plus you can make, oh, we have another goal. What do you need? You need like a regular ruby, I think, for that to upgrade. Let's keep my eyes open for it. It's probably passed on like 100 of them already. Either a regular ruby or a regular emerald. I can never remember which. I think it's a ruby, not an emerald. And Skeptor. Some good starting out boots there. Get that through somebody. Chip Sapphire. I'll have to go dump a bunch of stuff soon. Getting full in our stash. Odd ruby times 2. Scepter. No dice. Sapphire. Might as well grab it in case it is a sapphire that I need. I don't think so. Ceremonial, that's Lycander's aim. Okay, Wormhide boots, Javelin visor, full ring. decloner looks like. That's cool. This character can easily kill a declone, so if we do get one, that will not be a problem. So sit here just a second and see if any more Sojas get sold. Or if that was just an accident. Every now and then somebody sells one by accident, so pretty hilarious. Imagine if that was your only Soja and you accidentally sold it. You are not going to be happy. Let's see the ticks coming in, so I'll just assume it's either an accident or they're not going to pull it right now. Boy, one to dexterity, amazing. Funny part is sometimes you'll be missing that one dexterity and you'll need one of the stupid charms. Unless you want to reroll your stats and skills. So Tiara. Now, if this was classic, finding the gold skin there would be a pretty big deal. Gold skin for classic is actually quite good. But expansion, not so much. Basically, nobody uses it in expansion unless they're leveling by themselves or something. They can't get better. Gold skin and Silks of Victor. Those are worth having around in classic. I always want to use Silks of Victor, but I could always use the gold skin more because it's harder to get resistances. All around. Get 3 of those, you get a roll rune, so that's worth having. Death. Fresh flange. Again, not really worth it. I have a couple of these? I do. Almost got enough to do another set of crafting amulets. Let's clean up some of those. skulls to really roll my rare item. Cool, so let's go and deal with that real quick. These are TZGCs, so potentially 45 life skillers if we get really super lucky. That's how you know it's a TZGC, because normally you can't get above 40 life unless it has a higher level on the GC. You can also do Hell Bale GCs, Hell Diablo GCs work too. Masteries for Barb is honestly just not good enough. It's kind of worthless, honestly. Oops. Steal one of these amethysts just so we can do the last one. No dice.
I am overburdened.
Give me a minute, I'm gonna grab a drink. Shaka was nice. That was a nice find. Just realized I was talking with the mic muted, so you guys are welcome. Oh, you know what? I think that 7 MFSC has cold damage on it. Ooh, the irony. I shouldn't use it because of that. Because it'll pop these guys. Well, I'll use it until I find something better. Pretty sure it had cold damage on it now that I looked at it. Let's see, where was it? Yep, 4 to 5 cold damage. Well darn. Rest some pepperonis with the cold damage. For now, I'm just going to leave it. I'll find another one eventually. Chain boots would be good for somebody just starting out. It's got like stamina recover and stuff on it. In fact, let's go dump off some of this stuff to somebody. There we go. Act 1. This guy probably just started. As long as they're actually here. Yep. Stuff by the stash. Back to what we were doing. Hopefully that helps him out a little bit. It's mostly trash, admittedly, but the Shaco isn't. There's some decent water walks in there, some treks, some low-level stuff to help him out a little bit. If he's got nothing and he's starting at level 1 without anybody helping him, probably doesn't have a lot of stuff. So that'll definitely help him out. Gold we got 400,000. Oh, I forgot to drop the chain boots. Dang it. Oh well. The Vidalas were in there, so it's probably fine. Although these are like really nice. Nice. I only need one more raw room. Charm. Oh, that's terrible. Heavy bracers. Ghoul hide? Pretty sure they're worthless. Pretty sure they're worthless. Yep. Trash. I don't even want to give those to somebody, they suck. Ain't nobody want those. Nobody got no time for that. Charm. Oh, some tracks. Hopefully those are Eth, and hopefully they don't roll 10-10 on me. Soul Rune. Please be Eth, please be Eth. No! Okay, good poison resist, mid vitality, very low strength. Those are going into the donation bin for sure. Still not horrible. You know, if you don't have anything better, especially. That extra poison resist for sword threats is huge. Am I using the wrong? Yeah, I was using the wrong weapons. You guys didn't see that. Didn't happen. Fifth rune. Oh boy, no. Ring. For sure. +5 to light radius. Is that maximum? That's probably like a max roll on that. Because, you know, light radius is very important. If you don't have at least 10 light radius, you're a super noob. Ooh, rib cracker.
I can't carry anymore.
If that is Eth, maybe worth something to me. But if it's just regular, probably not. Okay, alright. Listen, listen. I'm going to need you to be perfect damage roll, right? That's what I'm going to need from you. Yeah, 259 is not horrible. Actually, maybe it is horrible. I don't even know what the ED for these is anymore. I'll hold on to it just in case. I was kind of looking for one of these for a build I want to do, so... 50% crushing blow. Oh yeah. Got a jewel. Better be a rainbow faucet. Keep saying faucet. Facet. Damn, there's the last raw rune we needed. Some more crafting. Of course it isn't a facet. Ash. Some ring or amulets.
Good day.
Generally, I only want the pentagram ones. If I can. What do we need? All right. Few of these. Potentially could have been usable had it rolled to assassin skills. Potentially. But it didn't. So we got hosed. Versus is trash. Man, Amazon and Assassin is just not great. They just don't really need the cast rate, unfortunately. So this could be a temp for somebody. Generate, all resist. Somebody could probably put that to use. What's the level requirement? 47 is pretty mid, so never know. Somebody could put that to use really well. 20 FCR, there you go. So these are actually somewhat useful because people, again, can use it as a temp just to hit their breakpoint. But no skills, obviously, so rip. It's fairly rare to see a 20 FCR. Usually you get like the lower end, like 7, 8% seems like. Or at least I do. 10%. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Again with the Amazon. Break with that. It's worse. Shapeshifting is definitely worse. 19 to dexterity though. And our last one. And it's trash. Alright. What else do we have? Anything? Nothing? No. So. Okay, 2 to passive, 10. This is actually not bad. The increased attack speed is not... Man, if that had rolled 20 increased attack speed with the strength and the dex on it, those would have been pretty dang good. That's probably the best find of the night right there, actually. Those are good. Those I can put to use. See anything else? Gosh darn it. Be better if I just press the H key, but can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Oh yeah, I was gonna give somebody that. Well, I can't move it into the other stash anyway, because give that away. I think set heavy boots is Sanders. 40% faster run walk and attack rating. Strength and dex. It's been a while since I looked at them. Not horrible when you're just starting out. It's trash. is no bueno. We do not need that. Is this bad boy off? What is it?
Yes?
Darn. Skunked on that one. Other than the gold, as usual. Because that is a guarantee. Battle Hammer is basically worthless. 312 and 1 dex. Sometimes people want these for like low level dueling and stuff. They're mostly worthless. I'll probably just give it away to somebody. we go, some more walks. It's not bad. Got an amulet as well. Let's see how the Morowaks roll. Pretty low on the strength. In fact, that is the lowest strength. And only +1 to skeleton mastery instead of 2, which makes them garbage, unfortunately. Donation bin to go. Maiden javelins. Give those a shot. Trash. Someone up there, I didn't know. Man, it has dropped so many doles and so many Fs. It's crazy. Grand and a small charm though, that's good. This gives us a shot. Shot at nothing. That's garbage. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to call it today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Liked the video, all that good YouTube stuff. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see